Another variation of the max flow problem is the one where you have cost. So in addition to the capacity, you also have a cost value to pay for every unit of flow that will use that edge. So that will be $2, $2, $3, and so on. And the goal is to find the maximal flow in this graph, but at minimal cost. That does not exceed the capacity. So it's quite the same algorithm as we have seen before, but we start with a flow with 0, but instead of finding an augmenting path, we will find an augmenting path in the residual graph with minimum weight. Okay? And we need to augment along that path as much as possible, limited by the smallest residual capacity. And we need to repeat the 2 previous steps until the demand is met and the flow is maximum. For solving that problem, finding a path in the residual graph with minimum weight, you cannot use Dijkstra. You cannot use Dijkstra because you can have negative weights. So instead, you can use, for instance, the Moore-Bellman-Ford algorithm. So the final complexity is this one. And you can use a similar trick as the one we have seen before for the capacity scaling to make it polynomial. Flow problems can be formulated as integer linear problems, and they have the particularity that if the capacities are integer, the optimal solution of the linear relaxation will also be integer. And we can prove that using the totally unimodular matrix theory. And the simplex algorithm that we have seen a few videos ago can also be used to solve the network flow problems, and there are specialized versions of that algorithm for the network flows to make it polynomial in the worst case. It's called the network simplex algorithm. Also quite interesting, if you remember the column generation lectures, we introduced the dual problem of a linear program. We can prove that the min cut problem is a dual of the max flow problem. And so by strong duality theory, we know that they have the same objective, which was also expected since we have already proven the max flow min cut theorem. So if you are looking for more information about network flows, you can read this book. So that's a very famous book introducing algorithms. So that's in chapter 26. You also have this very famous book on network flows, only dedicated to network flows. And you can use also that one which is a little bit more theoretical about network flows.